You can try traps infinitely, but you can't try a lock. That's dumb. Alright. So, this is our new house. We live here. So now, measure. Oh, that's nice. Just allows me to go and do a thing.
Godspeed.
There he is. He's hiding in the corner. Graybor.
How can I help you?
Who are you?
Don't you remember our last meeting? The name is Graybor. I'm an assassin for hire. But I suspect you're not here for small talk. Are you in need of my services?
I already met in Cannabis, didn't we?
Yes, I had a contract to assassinate a rather overconfident demon named Kylus there. I guess that counts as participation in the siege of Canabras. Not that my employer had any interest in the actual outcome of the battle. Come to think of it, the information my client provided me with was almost suspiciously accurate. They seemed to be aware both of the impending attack on Canabras and of the fact that Kylus was going to be there.
You tried to kill a huge demon at the Battle of Drifton, but you failed. What happened?
Yes, that was a failure. It was supposed to be a clean job. An anonymous client, a worthy target, a substantial fee. But the client insisted that I use an enchanted dagger they provided. I was assured that a single hit would be enough to finish the job, but it didn't work as expected. It was a serious blow to my reputation. And my reputation is everything to me.
I want to hire you for a dragon hunt.
A large adult female? The one that's been snatching people and carrying them off? I've heard about her. That's an impressive target. I can take this job, but only if we do it soon. I'm expecting a new assignment from my regular client, and I'll have to leave as soon as I have the orders. And of course, you should know that this dragon will not come cheaply. 2,500 gold, paid in advance. Let's think this through. Are there lots of assassins in this town who have the valuable experience of subduing dragons and are willing to work for you? Will I lose any profit by protracted haggling? Will you? Is there any chance that someone less competent than I am will be able to locate your target as efficiently as I would? No, I don't think so. There is absolutely no reason for me to give you any discounts. 2,500 gold is an honest price for the head of a fire breather.
Fine, I'll pay.
Excellent. Let's get down to business. It's no easy thing to take down a dragon when you don't have wings, so you'll need to follow my lead. The best thing would be to catch her by surprise in her lair, but we need to find it first. Of course, since she doesn't leave tracks, that might be tricky, but I think I have a solution. We need to go west of Dresden, to the Grimwood Forest. The dragon's been seen there often. According to the scouts, this is likely because there's still some wild game left in those parts. We'll set up an ambush there. I hope I can rely on your honesty. I understand that on our way to the dragon, there may be other fights or places we need to visit for various reasons. That's to be expected. However, should I see that you are deliberately delaying the contract, or that you're dragging me off to assault some demon citadel instead of going after the dragon, we will have to revise the terms of our agreement.
I know, right? Who could question the honesty of Sword Jesus? Okay, and it's outside. That's a bit laggy. So I think we've tapped out everything here. House. Have we gone to the abandoned building yet? Let's see.
Let us press on. We march ahead. Our path leads on.
Oh.
I will guide us.
The dog noises are always a nice touch. I get the feeling a lot of this stuff is going to be relevant later.
Godspeed.
It seems like an awful lot of effort to put into a random house in the city. I gotta figure out how to get out of here. Okay. There we go. Well, apparently you can run right past the area exit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get this nerd out of my life. And come up. Come up. Excuse me. Here we go. Did I not issue orders? On me. I thought he did that already. Manage. How much money have I got? I got all kinds of these things. Forget what my requirement was. I like that I can just go to that menu. Okay. I forgot that full middle game. Build the main stables in Dresden. I never did find the storyteller either. Okay, so I have to build a main stable. How does one... I don't know that I have that option. Do they mean a barracks? It's very confusing. All right, let's just enter the Citadel. Okay. Make decisions regarding current events, issue decrees, construct buildings in Forts of Dresden. To access the construction screen, click on Dresden Department. Okay. Orders to Erebeth. Okay, so I thought I'd done that already. Can I buy resources somewhere? Alright, let's just skip a day for a second. Crusade demands the dead. Assemble them as cannon at the headquarters. Okay. From Logistics Council. Assemble it and waste the commander. Okay. Cool. I don't know what I've got on, like, I can't click on any of these. Okay, this is built. Alright, so build. So what have I got? I've got an archery range of smithies, so, alright, I need to... Alchemist Laboratory, Apothecary, Engineer's Workshop, Hall of Glory. That's... See, again, anything with glory in it now, you just can't... You can't even put that in a statement anymore without people reading it the wrong way. Excuse me while I turn the fan on, because apparently it's the surface of the sun in my office now. Pathfinder Society Lodge, Sanctuary Shelter, Smithy, Teleportation Circle, that's probably going to be valuable later, Watchtower. Am I having an imaginary problem? Like, main stables, there we go. Oh, I don't got enough of these, whatever that is. Can I buy those? Buy... See, it's saying that I got 3,200 of these. Why am I... Oh, is this just like how many I can possibly buy? Alright, so I gotta bet like... Let's get that up, see if I can get that up to even 250. This is all, the slider in these was always clunky. Buy resources, there we go. Main stables. Alright. Let's put the stables beside the barracks. I don't, because it doesn't seem like they've got requirements for placement. Like it used to have, mercifully. Do I have a hospital? Arsenal, main barracks, supply center. I've got a main stable. I've got an archery range. What else we got in here? Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. But again, it seems like it's been a little bit more streamlined. What are you? Supply center. I'm gonna toss this up now. Stick it over here. There, call that good. Alright. Vet. Request from the theater crew. What's the other one? Arrival of the Blackstone Company. To Commander's headquarters. Alright. Everybody gets to watch the high value content of me banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what everything does. How do I want to call this? Seal of Kind. Before you stands a tall, fit man whose dark hair is already tinged with gray. He greets you with a brisk military salute. My name is Captain Sealkind. I command the vanguard of the mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We've come from Andoran to assist you. I know more about your unit. The Blackstone Company is proud to be reorganized as one of the finest Andoran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords looking to oppress the innocent and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in dangerous enterprise and live with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience, which is why we held a vote among our units. We were glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the crusade. Though some of our commanders did voice their displeasure with the sum she offered. But like I said, the Andorans are free people who cannot be pushed around and who cannot be bought, only convinced. Why'd you join up with us? King Galfrey paid for our services, but please do not think we're fighting for gold alone. We are true sons and daughters of Anduran, so the ideals of equality and resisting enslavement ring true in our hearts. We will be glad to stand in the way of demons who seek to force mortal kind into bondage. The bulk of our company made camp in Nerosian, but the vanguard, consisting of our finest soldiers, if I may add, was put under your command. I don't know more about you, Captain Silkind. The man flashes a genuine smile. I didn't know what to say. I'm a soldier, a bit of an explorer, and just an all-around honest man. Get on with your duties. Yes, sir. Glad to be under your command. Captain Silkind salutes you again, smiles, and adds to your softer voice. It will be an honor to serve you, Commander. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need to talk, I'll be happy to lend an ear. Grandma Gretland, the director. Grandma Gretland lowers herself in a bow. Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the Next Door Theater. We are still working on our piece about your heroism. We have even taken on a few crew members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Tina. Tina, say hello to his commandership. We are faced with another dilemma. We simply can't decide on a cinematic moment on a climactic moment for the act that's about to be the Battle of Dresden. Here, you listen to the options. Grandma Gretland holds a scroll up before her eyes and begins to read, running a gnarled finger along each line. Option 1, the commander, so that's he launches himself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress wall, allowing the armies to rush inside. I mean, I can't see any faults with that. That's basically what happened. I think a lot of medieval sieges could have been solved a lot easier in that regard if you just put the commander in the trebuchet and just launch him. Whether or not he hit anything was probably if the outcome would have been improved. Option 2, the commander. So that's you again. Masquerades as a succubus and creeps into Dresden in disguise, and then opens the gates to the Crusaders. Again, I would pass. I feel that Sword Jesus is that attractive. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the old saying, if you jump out of an airplane, you'll fly for the rest of your life. Option 3, the commander, so that's you again, rides to the attack on an enormous mountain goat, or would you call it a battering ram? Touche. And it breaks down the city gates. Well, what do you say? I mean, these are all winners, to be honest. I mean, we're going to get a goat that size. That would have been my question. It's the logistics of it, really. What if, hear me out, I'm riding a giant mountain goat out of the catapult? Why choose one? Por que no los dos? I like the version where I launch myself out of a catapult. I think that was the winner here. Wonderful. Grandma Gretland and her entourage move away, but their voices project so well that you can easily hear the rest of the conversation. The catapult was my favorite from the very start. I hope it's not considered too lowbrow a device for a serious dramatic offering. Granted, did you forget the whole role of commanders being played by those gnome twins packed into one long cloak? Has everyone ever tried firing two gnomes in a cloak out of a catapult before? Well, we're gonna find out. Calm yourself, Tenna. It's just a minor snag. You can achieve success without a few difficulties along the way. We'll think of something. You'll see. Just to forget to hit the ground. That's true. Alright, so Lady Konomi, a sharp-looking kitsune gives you a quick, business-like brow. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I am Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Nerosian. Here are my credentials. Superset scroll adorned with Galfrey's seal. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council. Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join this council, but I will do my best to fill in the shoes of a trained diplomat. Yeah, strange. I got invited to the council too. I'm sure foreign ambassadors will be thrilled to see my face and manners. Lady Konomi, you haven't mistaken me for some other Crusader Lan, have you? Darren, I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact, I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It is passed down the Aronde line. I must say that prior to this day, I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation. It is time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scams will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows, I might even enjoy it. What's the diplomatic council and why do I need it? That would be this would be my question for the United Nations as well. To solve matters of politics, of course, the Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan, funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers. Each of one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory over demons, also pursues its own goals. The Diplomatic Council will manage the tangle of political interests and prevent the Crusade from losing the favor of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Mendevian politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That is why the capital has sent me here, to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. I see, you've been said to keep an eye on me. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander, I'm not your overseer, I'm your loyal advisor. I do not intend to meddle in your way you run things, just consult with you in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. After all, none of us here want to see Cheliax and Drumo at each other's throats, trying to settle the dispute by using their influence on us as political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt that would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of the Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience. Tell me more about the Royal Council. What is it? The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev and comprises her most able and trusted servants. It is responsible for day-to-day matters of state, their hands and the voice of the Queen. Councils gather people from all walks of life. Some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earn their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kasori and Captain Jaspar of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them as faithfully serves Mendev's cause. I have a question about the composition of this council. Do you find someone's presence surprising? Socio has never had to deal with diplomatic concerns before. That won't be a problem in my homeland. Tianjia invited clerics and paladins of Shalom, the Lady of Chrysanthemums, to take part in diplomatic missions is a common practice. They may not be politicians, but they are receptive, advocate peace, and favor balanced solutions. I'm flattered by the respect that the worshippers of my goddess received in Lady Konomi's homeland. Socio bows his head courteously. I won't let you down, Misha Collins, and I'll make every effort to prevent our friends from becoming our enemies. Why did you want Dare to take part in the council? Why? Because of Count Aronde's influence, naturally. He's a Mendevian aristocrat. The nobility will be inclined to listen to his opinion, and by ensuring the support of the nobles, we'll find ourselves powerful allies. But believe me, Lady Konomi, I will exert all my effort and influence to make this council's job exciting. Why did you choose land to join the council? We diplomats call this little trick Mysterious Garandi Prince. During the negotiations, it's always useful to have at your side a representative of some obscure but potentially populous and powerful nation. Without knowing what they're up against and how many Mongols there are, our diplomatic partners will have to contend with this dark horse. So Mr. Lam will be our Mongol prince. If we're negotiating with foreign ambassadors, I make this sign. Lady Konomi presses her fingers and encourages gesture. You immediately start talking about how offensive the proposition is to the Mongol people. Do we have a deal, Mr. Lan? Lan scoffs and glowers at Lady Konomi. I suspected that the word diplomat was synonymous with fraud, but I thought it would be deceiving me, not deceiving others with my help. No, that's not an option. I can represent the Mongols in negotiations, but I'm not going to lie through my teeth. Okay, tell me about yourself, Lady Konomi. Who are you? Council can't run things. There's no delegation. I am the law. Hashtag Putin. Okay, so Lady Konomi lowers her eyes in a show of modesty. It's unbecoming of a diplomat to talk about ourselves at length, but how do I refuse you? I come from Tianjia, from the noble Kitsune. Like any Kitsune, I have always been curious to a fault, and my adventures brought me to Avestan. And here in your lands, I met my first and true love, politics. I served as a diplomat in the courts of 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigues and interests are spun around the crusade in the world. Everything is clear to me now. In that case, why don't we discuss our first pressing diplomatic issue? What's on the council's agenda for today? There is only the law. My law. And for the record, Judge Dredd wasn't actually that bad a movie. I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Neurosian is pleased with your progress. I believe that, to use their words, you were out of control and found yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered a supply of disruptions in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, how you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. If we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Neurosian in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church's support will shield us from the accusations of schemers. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, music columns. This is your victory, and if cousin Gallifrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. That's eyes flash with anger. Are they out of their mind? We've got a whole Dresden full of soldiers who need medicine, food, and weapons. Until everyone has been taken care of, we can't waste a single coin on pointless celebrations. It's not wrong. What did I do to incur Neurosian's discontent? You were too good. Yeah, that's on brand. That's about right. You reclaimed Canabras, you won the Battle of Dresden, you're a menace to the world wound, your authority grows and the influence of the Queen's confidence diminishes. This creates the impression that there's only enough space for you at the top. Members of the Royal Council are afraid that you will muscle them on the political arena altogether. Let's see. I want to hear the opinions of my survivors, but further aren't the wishes of the capital obvious enough? Although very well, let's hear. Socio, how does inviting the High Priest to a festival help us? Without a doubt, we should remain loyal to the Queen and respect the hierarchy, but it doesn't mean we have to kowtow to the Royal Council whenever they ask. I think that we should neither do their bidding nor seek to quarrel with them. Rather, we should try to take the middle path. The High Priest of Neurosian is a powerful figure, yet he's not a schemer or a politician. By inviting him to the festival, we'll both show that we're not cutting ties with Neurosian and let them know that we have influential friends who are not about to buckle under the Royal Council. What is the point of taunting the capital by throwing a parade in my honor? There's a fine line between taunting and setting boundaries, and between showing respect and putting on a collar. Mind you, I'm not suggesting anything treasonous or disrespectful. A parade in honor of the true hero of Dresden and Canabras, that would be more natural than that. Besides, a healthy amount of disobedience guarantees that people won't pester you with lectures and nonsense as often. A dozen tutors responsible for my upbringing can attest to that. Lan, do you think ignoring the capital's worries is a good idea? If they're going to, what are they going to do about it? We're the ones protecting them from the demons, not the other way around. Having loyalties from the capital is great, but there are more important things, like having the loyalty of our own soldiers. When the demons come, what will we do? Shake our fists and say we've got powerful friends in Neurosian? Why, that's true. Who needs to stay friends with those who supply you with provisions, recruits, and weapons? And there's certainly no reason to fear the base jealousy and envy at the sight of your glory might get the better of our common sense, because that has never happened before. Lady Konami, what good will a parade in Her Majesty's honor do? It'll be symbolic and affordable. Show them just how much respect you value Her Majesty. Make a courtesy to those who pay for your arrows, swords, and bread. The Royal Council has power. You wouldn't want to turn those patrons into adversaries and test the influence is greater, yours or theirs. Please them, and they will stop worrying you about your loyalty, and you'll be able to focus on your war. So let me get this straight. Hiding behind our backs and buying their safety from the demon invasion with bread and other people's lives is a new form of charity? Are you sure we shouldn't go to them, drop to our knees, and thank them for allowing us to die in this war? It's clear. Honestly, all of these. I'm going to do the parade in Her Majesty's honor simply because I think we got a romance happening here. It's good that we've got off the right foot, Commander. There will be plenty more issues requiring decisions soon. I think it was the Carl Urban one that I saw. Sorry. I've not been checking the chat. Your Commander, a middle-aged dwarf who has clearly seen some combat, so she with a barely moving, bone-dry hand. On her face are huge scarred claw marks, a black eye patch covers one eye. She is watching with the other, intent and somber. Dorgalinda Stranglehold, chair of the Logistic Council. At your service, we got ourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. Hopefully the council will benefit from my vast experience surviving with gear that consists of rocks and sticks, where any dinner that's not screaming on your plate is considered a feast. All in all, kind of like our crusade. I won't lie to you, our logistics are a mess. We need some of everything, and all we have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem. There's also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with a stylish plumage or a fancy blade from Neurosin. Meanwhile, that means that the ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives, hammer, and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bum's rush. The question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? Let's get some veterans on the job, people who have had their fill in the front lines and who want firsthand what life is like for the common soldier, what the rations taste like, and how the boots are always the wrong size. It sounds an awful lot like what's going on in Ukraine right now. My suggestion is to call some experienced, well-connected supply officers from the Russian, let them have their cushy jobs in Mendev, and work up a sweat for the good of the crusade. Dorgalinda, what are the council's responsibilities? The Logistics Council deals with all matters relating to supplying the army. Most issues will be trivial and undeserving of attention. However, from time to time, serious decisions will need to be made, and that's when all convene the council. I have questions for the council. Lan, how can you be abused to this house? I love how my first response to everything is to question everybody's reason for being there. Why are you even here? Explain that to me. Talk me through it. I know a thing or two about gathering weapons and provision. Compared to the war for survival we had to wage underground, you guys have it easy up here. If things go badly, I can teach your troops to live off the land and how to craft decent weapons from junk. They'll have memories of land special stew for years. Not sure those will be fond memories, but they'll remember for sure. Why were you assigned to head this council? Over my years of doing quartermaster duty, I've managed to develop a bit of a reputation for myself. The units I'm responsible for are always properly equipped, armed, and fed. Thieves, scatterbrains, and reprobates promptly get the boot. Bureaucrats who never seem to have anything miraculously find everything they need after meeting with me. In short, don't worry, Commander, I'm right where I belong. I understand. Let's discuss the options in more detail. What do you advise? In our tribe, we believe the hunter's gear should be entrusted to the most seasoned hunter. To those who stalk the prey themselves and learn the price of mistake in outfitting. An old bowstring, a dull spear, a tattered cloak, the hard way. I think that's how it should be in the army. Whoever is responsible for supplies must know war firsthand. They must have dragged themselves through the mud in the battlefield, seen with their own eyes how a rotted strap or a boot one size too large can lead to a soldier's death. They must have eaten their share of rotten cabbages and seen carts of horseshoes and pots pull up at their position instead of ammunition because of some clerical error. Assign new quartermasters from the veterans like Dorgalinda here. I bet they won't steal, and they won't let anyone else steal either. Dorgalinda, your opinion. There are some great workers in Mendev who've been sitting at home for too long. Let the Queen send them to us instead of counting buttons for frock coats for a Notion Royal Guard. Let them sort out the supplies, and they'll already have connections in Neurosium. Everything's clear to me. Yeah, both of these are actually great options. I'm gonna yeah, we want the capital people. This side, no matter how our quartermasters like, there's no possibility they can be worse than what we have now. The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up in the council right away. Generally speaking, it's my opinion that you always want connections rather than whatever. While I'm certain that the veteran, like either of those were great options, so either people who've been there and done that, and or people with connections. Either of those are good options in my experience.
Let's press on.
I do like that these options seem to be pretty well balanced. I just hope it doesn't degenerate into Witcher-esque lesser of two evils nonsense,
March ahead.
which Slavic games have a nasty tendency of degenerating into. All right, Fortress Gates. Ooh, I gotta, hold on a sec. One moment, please. Let's look at some nerds. We gotta get our boy here. Next, defensive study. What does this do? Found a way to use perception and knowledge to better defend yourself. Benefit the study target Ability gives you a bonus to AC against your target of your study target ability, equal to the ability of your attack rolls. Well, he's dead neutral, so I already like this guy already. Man, he's strong too. Jesus. Wow. Dwarven weapon familiarity? Martial, simple weapon, martial weapon. What? Slayer. Oh, he's a slayer. Oh, neat. Please tell me you have trickery. Oh my god, you don't have... is trickery not a skill for you? Oh, bugger me. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so much. I don't even know what a slayer is for. Skill tracking out target slayers are consummate hunters driving chase and deadly target. Brings it to a close. Slayers spend most of their time honing their weapon skills, studying habits and anatomy of foes, and practicing combat maneuvers. Wow. Ah, that hurts so much. Oh, I thought he was a thief. Balls. Alright. 2-weapon fighter. That's interesting. With weapons in your hands, your death strikes make it twice as deadly. Your penalties attack rolls for fighting with 2 weapons are reduced by 2. Good enough. Rupture restraints. That's interesting. You can create a surge of magic powers that frees you from all magical restraints. 3 times per day, you can automatically use spell effects that make you frightened, dazed, sickened, shaken, nauseated, stunned, paralyzed, confused whenever you become effective on those effects. Good. Oh, that hurts. Oh, he doesn't have... that means I gotta take somebody else out of the party to make that happen. Oh, that hurts a lot. That hurts so much. Alright, what are you about here, my son? Hand axe, dwarven war axe. Alright, so he's got some alright tools on. Giant strength, light armor. Okay, let's have a look at our... Wait, does he have evasion? I didn't even check. Character. Abilities. Werber. Nuts. Excuse. Let's go with the feats and see what we got. Does have hammer the gap. That's good. Power attack. That's interesting. Not sure why he has power attack. Okay, so I'm not seeing slow and steady. Stability, hardy. Keen senses. Offensive training. Okay. So I'm not seeing evasion as one of his options. Let's have a look at this. Studded leather 2. Armor dispersion. Let's try that instead. Does that help his armor class? Yes or no? So it's slightly better with the armor dispersion. What do we got for weapons? I've been saving some of this stuff for special. Crushing cold. Wow, that's pretty badass, actually. Sick. Okay, so great axe, vicious hand axe. Don't know. Oh yeah, it's giving me a hard time about not using. I'm using scimitar with one. Never mind. Abrupt force is also pretty cool. Let's see what else we got for this for our boy here. It doesn't really have a ranged option, so I guess we can give him the short bow code. collapse. Just doesn't really have anything for an offhand weapon. Magical dagger. Just sold those at some point in time. Alright, so what else do we got? Can we give this guy? Maybe he can use these. We'll use one of these. I think that's as good as that's gonna get for right now. I don't think we have anything else we can give him. It seems like a lot of this stuff you can't use. Yeah. Yeah, for right now it looks like this is the play. Alright, we're gonna have to live with that. Ah, boy, wow, I really... Because now who do I take out of this lineup? Because I need somebody who can do traps, and I don't got one. The only one I have is Camilla. Bizarre that she's rocket power attack. That's strange. I guess in the end we could probably lose Social. It might be a terrible idea, but she actually has some heals. So what could go wrong? Slayer, yeah, I think Slayer is supposed to be a ranger variant. Yeah, exactly. Nameless Ruins. Okay, where did he say we needed to go to get to... Cast. Dragonite. Grimwood. Where the heck is Grimwood? I have this vague recollection that it was to the west? Yeah. All right. Oh. That's a dead demon right there. Some more dead demons. The long spear. What do we get? Long spear +4. I'll take it. Baron Gur. Perchu Yomade flies by the lips of the kneeling old man. He speaks softly and steadily without raising his head or otherwise acknowledging your presence. After finishing prayer, he looks to you in the eyes. What can I do for you, stranger? My name is Misha Collins. I am Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. Perception check pass. It looks like some of these demons tried to escape, but for some reason they didn't teleport. You have a keen eye. Yes, it's true. I received a special gift from my goddess. My presence makes demons weak and stops them from escaping through the plains. Tough luck for them. And did you kill all these demons? These and many others. That's what I do. My name is Misha Collins. I'm the commander of the 5th Crusade. My name is Berengar. I am the commander of my own crusade. Why do you fight alone, Berengar? You can join my crusaders. I fought under the banners of an official crusade, and I have found neither righteousness nor dignity there. Forgive me, but my path is mine alone. Alright, I'll go then. You owe me to keep you safe, and forgive me if I was less than friendly. The old man bows to you and leaves.
That is quite a discovery.
Page from a Crusader's diary. I chased him during the day, followed him at night. I found his tracks in the demonic wastelands of the Wound. I set up my ambushes in the cities. Hunting a hunter is a strange job. The demon was seeking victims, leaving behind a trail of Crusaders tortured to death, their hearts carved out of their bodies, and I was seeking him. Kneeling out my nightly prayers, I asked myself, why do I want to rid the world of this particular monster? New demons come along almost daily from the rifts in the world wound. I could fight them wherever I wanted. I could join my Crusader brethren in the garrison. But I chased him for 3 years relentlessly like a hound following a trail. Finally, he came to me himself. My perseverance drew his attention. It made me bait. There are demons who take special pleasure in torturing the weak and helpless, but he was different. He was drawn by danger. He liked killing the strong, the proud, the unbreakable. That's what he told me. I listened to him and was horrified by how similar we were. Then we fought. I killed him. These were 3 long years, goddess. I was returning to Canterbury after the long hunt, after an exhausting fight, carrying a terrible burden. On the fringes of the city, a light guided my way. Not your light, no, the lights of the fires near the city walls where the Inquisitors were burning more potential renegades. I walked in my dusty armor covered with sword marks past the people who gathered to watch the execution. I overheard the ecstatic words of the executioner. I remember the words the demon had said before his death. I never entered the city gates. I didn't kneel in your temple. I didn't share a meal with those other Crusaders. I, Berengar the Tall, no longer belong to the Crusade. Not after these long years, not after what I realized and heard. As it lay dying, the demon said to me, we are what you will become.
Our path leads on.
And as always, we check the entire map.
I will guide us.
Just to be sure.
Godspeed.
All right. It's over here, right?
Let us press on.
Random encounter. Oh, there we go. The funny little faces you have when you're afraid. How deliciously pathetic. Oh man, she's dead last too. That sucks. I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna move him over here. Can she do anything even remotely useful? good. Lan, on the other hand, at point blank. Turn that off for a sec.
You've crossed the wrong line.
She can pop a haste.
Retreat is not an option.
Do not hold back.
Dedicate my body to science.
Whew. Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried about.
I'll cut you wide open.
You won't survive me.
Accept your fate and become my dinner. I'll eat you all soon enough. Okay, so we tagged it once. That's good.
Well,
See, this is where it really, really hurts that we don't have social. Let's see if there's anything out here. It's an empty field. Generic empty field.
Our path leads on.
Haste tops this quite a bit. Alright. Scroll scribing, alchemy, camouflage. Sure. Oh, I need a scroll scriber's kit. I see. Don't have an alchemist kit. I don't get this at all. Clearly there's something missing. Just by, yeah. Anyway, begin resting. I'll do that. When you're sure you're not overstating the value of your services, can killing truly be such challenging work? Some of my colleagues accept low rates because their work is a passion for them, but they do not guarantee quality, unlike me. Dreams are the puzzle minds of mortals since ancient times. Strangely, the most obvious explanation for the mystery of dreams has appeared quite recently. The most obvious, but obviously wrong one, is that dreams are but the delirium of a tired mind is to digest the day's events. Ancient humans were much smarter when they thought dreams were messages of good patrons, or the opposite, the interventions of demonic powers. In this case, both hypotheses are correct, illogical as it may be. The commander is asleep. In his anxious dreams, he sees blood-stained stones, smoking torches, rusty chains, and bars. Once again, he's in the dungeons of Dresden, chained in a cell. Huge demons slumber around, clawing at the filthy walls with a horrifying sound. Death in their fanged jaws seems imminent, but more painful still is the expectation of tortures that never begin. Unable to move, barely conscious, in a horrible swimming delirium, the commander whispers words of prayer. Sacred words disappear in the void like stones down a well. It's unlikely they will reach the ears of any deity. A fever of endless expectation is broken by a whisper, a gentle breath of fresh air in the stifling darkness. The ruby eyes of a demoness peer at the commander through the bars. She is similar to the other creatures of the abyss, but also entirely dissimilar. Remember me? I am Arushale. You have given me the gift of freedom. Now I will set you free. The chains holding the commander's body crumble to dust. The dark visitor takes a step towards him, passing through the bars as easily as if they were made of paper, and holds out her hand. Fly with me. In response, the commander can only mumble, "Let's fly." The succubus bursts out laughing, the dungeon disappears. Now the demons and the commander are flying over a moonlit plain. Enemies are hunting you, demons that have somehow acquired unusual powers that are unprecedented among common demons. You are also hunting them. You are trying to figure out who is sending them and what the source of their power lies. I will show you where to find the answer. Finger with a manicured claw points down to a cliff top where there sits an ancient fortress slowly crumbling to dust. A bell without a tongue, an insane crone, make it speak once more, and she won't be able to keep her silence either. Maybe she will give you all the answers. I've been trying to understand what happened. The images fade. The commander opens his eyes and whispers a word unknown, alien, brought by the passing dream. Green Gates, the name of the fortress. If the demoness is to be believed, what a curious notion there is that the deranged crone hiding somewhere who knows that the demons with these unheard of abilities are coming from. It will be intriguing to learn about who this crone is, what she knows, and whether this dream is but a trick to lure the commander into another trap. We cannot find out without visiting a place from the dream. Green Gates has been revealed. Holy crap, the Grimwood is 1,000 miles from anywhere.
Defeat is not an option.
Kneel before me.
Simply business.
Endure this!
Strike as one.
Who's this nerd?
The spirits demand your blood!
Alright.
It's your turn to cease to exist.
Wow. Holy crap.
Make every strike count.
He turned that nerd inside out.
You are today's sacrifice! I'll remove this obstacle.
This one's mine.
You're in my way.
Wow. The deeps. Holy crap.
I will guide us.
Okay. Now we gotta figure out there's a possible way to keep what's his name again? Greybor. Maybe there's a better way to keep him in the party. Someone on the road. I wonder if he's like the non-evil Regil. Soup and delicious, I'll feast well today. Why does this thing have no eyes? I'm not imagining that, right?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Press the attack!
That was dumb, actually. That was really stupid. Fortunately, I think I can make this work. Go.
You had your chance. You won't survive me. Retreat is not an option. Victory is not my timing.
Dear God.
We shall overcome.
Go for their hearts!
Godspeed.
Man, that was
Time has come.
rough. Guess we're doing it this way. Oof. Ugly.
Let us press on.
Nope, I'm not. Now you need your own infrastructure to hire trainable units, to recruit infantry units, build the main barracks, to recruit range units, build the main shooting range, to recruit cavalry units, build the main stables. You still have access to mercenary units. These are often dressed every week. The base stats of these mercenary units are better than those of trainable units, but mercenaries require more resources, can only be recruited as a group in its entirety. If you're not satisfied with the mercenaries that you have arrived in the week, you can search for new units. The number of times you can search for a free per week is limited, but you can increase each time in time. Depending on the mythic path you have chosen, you will gain access to decrees that recruit special mythic units to your cause. Mounted scouts, that will be fun. I don't know if I want to spend that much on these guys. I'll buy 50 more of these guys. Apparently spellcasting generals are the way to go. Why can I not? Oh, there you go. You guys scroll down to the sign. Good enough. Alright, what's going on over here? I am gonna kick up a camp. Begin resting.
Thus, to remove the skin of the dead dragon without damaging it, you must first lift the scales at the neck and then make a careful incision between them.
The cut needs to be made with a red-hot knife, if circumstances allow. Don't forget to write that down. It's important.
What does that say? There's a gloomy thicket which is once to a plentiful game is now desolate. A terrible predator hunted almost all living creatures to extinction who taught all who remain to live in fear. The trunks of age-long trees are covered in marks of dragon claws and traces of forest fire can be found here and there. Alright. What? Interesting. Okay, anyway, surely nothing terrible can happen here. Should have left what's her face at home. I think a teleportation circle is going to be clutch. Take a look around, find a suitable place for an ambush.
We march ahead.
This is the place. Let's set up an ambush here. Greyboar meticulously scans the surrounding area and appears pleased with the results. The talon, like hooks of several collapsible metal spikes, protrude from his pack. The dwarf produces a small, tightly wrapped bundle from his pocket, and his pungent smell fills your nostrils. Come over here. This is where we'll set up an ambush for the dragon. It's light as many fires as we can, so she thinks we're a whole caravan staying here overnight. You can be sure she won't resist such easy prey. How do you plan to lure the dragon here? We'll act like a group of careless foragers, ordinary hunters looking for wild game to provision the Crusader army. Let's go out hunting, and then we'll hang the carcasses up on hooks to clean and gut them. When the dragon catches the scent of blood and sees the fire, she'll think we're inexperienced nobodies. After all, no skilled hunting party would draw so much attention to themselves. Easy prey, you see. Then she swoops down upon us, and we'll pounce on her instead. What is that stench? It's frog's eye, some herb from Magnamar. I think that's a Pokemon. Used in seasoning by the Varisians. I'm not sure they can eat anything without it. The heat of the fire will cause the smell to rise up in the air where the wind will carry it far and wide. The dragon will surely catch our scent and take interest. Dragons have a heightened sense of smell, and their sense of taste is even more discerning. The beast won't be able to resist the chance to try some strange new kind of meat. Let's get started. Dwarf House is going to be a fine ambush. I can see her, Commander. Get ready to fight. Sound the alarm. All right. So, this is where...
Open your heart to me.
No, I'm not... That's just creepy, no. Alright, so... Not sure she's got anything else of value.
Are we ready to move out?
Let's see what she's got for spells. Surprisingly. I did not equip her with Blur. Don't know why they made such a dramatic decision. Actually, we'll do this. We'll go. How many heroisms have I got? So, cast it on the two-hand fighters.
Down. Down.
Okay. Don't really have much else. I think we'll end big and Regil. Now he's almost normal sized. And this is a water elemental.
Yes.
And
Commander?
right.
You require my unbiased opinion?
I'm your blade.
Nice. Let's do
Should
it.
have listened to reason.
Let's make this quick.
Endure.
An intriguing smell. You have little hunters. There's no wonder that there's a hunting dragon roaming around these parts.
Do not
They have, but we don't care.
Kneel before me.
Don't know if she has anything I care about. What do these do? That was a mistake. Small wall elemental hopefully is gonna prove to be clutch.
Simply business.
Make every strike.
strike as one.
This one's mine.
I'll cut you wide open.
All right. Let's just toss this up. 4 points of damage. Wow. Just like that, huh?
It's your
Wow. You wrecked her.
Precisely.
Our path leads on. I stand ready. I will guide us.
Ground is covered with fresh dragon blood and deep claw marks. The winged silhouette soars high in the sky and heads east, doubtless towards her lair. The assassin gives the commander a thumbs up and throws his pack over his shoulder. The ambush was a success. Serious loss of blood, though not fatal, causes the dragon's heart to compensate by contracting more rapidly in order to oxygenate the muscles. This makes it more difficult for her to breathe and weakens her wing capacity. The lack of oxygen then leads to convulsive seizures that force the dragon to descend for short rest. It takes her an entire night to travel the distance she should normally cover in a few hours. Okay. Okay, looks like this is where we're going. Hey, what's up, Bob the Bear? Totally missed you. In the chats.
No time for debates.
Man. Do we not have other abilities? Turn that off. Okay.
The spirits demand your blood.
Just gonna go ahead and move her over here. For now, let's see what these guys actually do.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
You are today's sacrifice!
God damn.
You're in my way.
This thing's just doing an absurd amount of damage.
Press the attack. You won't survive me.
Attack!
Go for their hearts!
You had your chance.
Mind over muscle.
Retreat is not an option.
Damn. Guess we can go back to point blank.
Endure this.
We shall overcome. Contemplate on your mistakes.
I'll cut you wide open!
Simply business.
Man,
I'll remove this obstacle.
dude is a destroyer.
For me. Make every strike count.
This guy's a dick still.
Godspeed.
Close ranks.
Why did we get ambushed?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Do not hold back.
I dedicate my body to science.
The spirits demand your blood!
This one's mine.
This pain is excruciating.
You won't survive me.
You're in my way.
Man, you just strike
Has won.
a clown inside out.
How it feels.
Press the attack! Ah!
Endure this!
You had your chance.
Attack!
Retreat is not an option! Make every strike count.
Simply business.
We shall overcome!
Man,
Let us not hesitate. Let us press on.
all right. Any luck? What? Why do you keep giving me? Colored Crusaders. Navia wants to talk. All right, well, we're gonna have to do that later. So let's go ahead and do this.
Every scientist thinks their field research is going to continue forever. But as the saying goes, at the end of the day, we must all compile our bibliography and references.
Okay. Can I enter this place now? That's ridiculous.
We march ahead.
Okay, this is a dead end. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. This seems...
Trust me.
He just is so goddamn creepy. It's the best I can do right now.
You are my favorite aide.
Once again, we'll slap heroism on him. Heroism on War. What else we got? Small water elemental.
Yes.
There we go. It's personal, shadow evocation. Alright.
What's on your mind?
She got anything
Wonder.
that could be mistaken for useful? What's this do? Yeah. It seems that might have...
I'm always open to ideas. Anything new?
I'm just gonna keep her back here.
Our path leads on.
You are to let me draw the first blood.
Kneel before me.
Go for their hearts!
Ow.
You're irrelevant.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Do not hold back.
All right.
I
That's
will
it.
guide us.
Do we not have a... Potion of remove disease? Shield of faith? Of course. It's obnoxious. Alright.
Yet another obstacle.
Strike as one.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Mind over muscle.
Really hateful.
I'll cut you wide open.
This one's mine.
Oh. This condition is irrational. I'll watch your back.
It's absurd. Okay. So we're gonna have to go and skip this for now. Where are we supposed to find this dragon? She went east. Ah, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back. This way, it looks like. This way. This way.
another obstacle.
At least there's only 2 of them this time.
Simply business.
Retreat is not an option.
Let's get her. Probably gonna have to just rest again, so I'll just leave this right now and
Do not hold back.
I'll cut you wide open!
oh, there's another one. Actually,
You've crossed the wrong month.
It's your time to exist.
damn.
Kneel before me.
You should have listened to reason.
Strike as one.
The spirits demand your blood.
What?
You won't survive me.
Godspeed. Our time has come.
Let's get out of here. And I certainly hope we get to keep Greyboard because he's just ridiculously strong. Except, I can't say when you're gonna have to rest soon anyway. You were so absorbed in your research, no doubt you were also well versed in vivisection. Naturally, rich girl, and very soon I will be starting a new absorbing project in this field, the practical excision of carnivorous ooze. You can be of assistance, you can serve as bait to catch the ooze and hold it in place while I work. Alright. Dark splotches of dry blood are visible on the ground. Its foul, pungent scent awakens the predator instinct of the hunt. Everyone nearby is spotted in blood as if the battle took place here or someone slaughtered a herd of goats. Yet this blood belongs to neither human nor goat. Its sulphurous odor indicates as the blood of a rare fire-breathing dragon. Injured and exhausted, the fleeing dragon stopped here to rest. The commander decides to personally examine the trail to impress the assassin. After examining the base food's futile, the commander decides to ask the assassin for advice. Dwarf points confidently to the south. The dragon's lair is hidden somewhere among the mountain gorges. Random encounters are really obnoxious.
Let's make this quick.
Endure this!
You are today's sacrifice!
It's-
You're in my way. This one's mine.
Contemplate on your mistakes.
Make every strike count.
Go for their hearts!
attack! Press the attack! Ha! Ha!
Mind over muscle.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll cut you wide open.
Simply business.
Man, Grey Boar.
Let us press on.
For the win. There's the tower. Okay, that's where we need to go. Commander of his followers traversing the mountains, trying to track down female woundworm that has lately been wreaking havoc around Dresden. The dwarf leading the party approaches the edge of the cliff and points down at the ruins of a tower built upon the rock 300 feet below. Its very existence raises a number of questions. Who would dare to build a tower here, so close to the demons? Why would they erect it here at the bottom of a canyon? An expert analysis of the tower structure provides the answer. Numerous features in the design indicate that its building dates back to the golden age of the Aslanti Empire. It is several times older than the Whirlwind. It is originally constructed on top of a mountain before the cataclysm changed everything. The tectonic plates shifted, causing the tower to sink to the bottom of a newly formed canyon, and the mountains rose up around it like the jaws of a predator, ready to snapshot and bury it beneath the rock forever. The ancient ruins have been abandoned for ages, barely visible amidst the steep cliffs. The tower would have remained hidden had the commander's party not discovered it by following the trail of blood. The dwarf signals that it's time to descend. The alpine path leading to the tower soon splits into two directions. One on the left is a rocky ledge, dangerously narrow and visibly unstable. On the right is a broad path covered in overgrown brambles and thickets. There are many poisonous plants in these mountains, some of which are so dangerous that merely touching them can lead to numerous adverse reactions. These include, but are not limited to, migraines, disorientation, vomited, hearing and vision loss, paralysis, and even death. Commander assesses the risks and assigns path to the left. Commander decides to take the path left, which descends deeply down into dangerous angle. The loose stones along the ledge are treacherous and unstable, and one wrong step will cause a rock slide. This is a task for either a person of outstanding acrobatic talent or someone attentive and cautious. Whoever leads this way will take on the greatest risk. The commander sends his most agile companion. Cancel. Let's see what we got here. That's a hilariously. That's the better check. Statistics show that the mountains often prove to be more cunning and cruel than those who can conquer them. Even places that seem harmless may in fact prove highly dangerous. However, Nenio does not make a single mistake as she skillfully navigates the most dangerous sections of the path. Her allies watch carefully, mirroring her every move, and the party arrives at their destination safely. The path comes to an abrupt end. A recent rock slide has destroyed this section of the trail, leaving behind only a few footholds for those brave enough to attempt the crossing. The commander's allies hastily tie themselves together with rope, hoping to prevent a fall if anyone loses their footing. The dwarf silently indicates his mountaineering equipment. If they choose to climb down the mountain cliff, they will be able to come back to the path and avoid the dangers ahead. The commander... Athletics... There we go. This is still a rough check, man. So I got plus 17 on 27 check and plus 17. Yeah, let's try this. It's still a rough check. We made it. All right. Commander and the companions descend lower and lower, leaping from one ledge to another. Thanks to the combat expertise and peace of mind, Land does not panic or make a single mistake. He skillfully leads the followers across the treacherous terrain, and eventually they reach a secure rock ledge. With a cry of warning, the dwarf points to the sky. Giant birds of prey circling overhead, their beaks morphology indicating the carnivorous nature, and the large eyes suggest that they consider those climbing down the lift to be prospective prey. It's common for them to fling their quarry against the cliffs and then feed on the carcasses. With ear-piercing shrieks, they swoop into formation and dive down to attack. Commander gives the order to... War Athletics... Lower 28, plus 14. Athletics with plus 17, yeah. That's a tough check. Well, we made that too. Okay. Suspended over the chasm, Grey Boar meets the leader of the flock with a decisive blow. The screeching and splashing of blood. The leader plummets. The rest of the flock fly away in fear, not one to share his fate. The party overcomes every obstacle and finally descends to the ruined tower. The mountain has been conquered, and no one has fallen victim to its treachery. Now they are secretly approaching the unsuspecting dragon, stealthily making their way through the surrounding rocks. After leading them to the tower, the dwarf gives his newfound allies a nod of respect and signals for caution. Can't believe we made all those checks. That's very un-Pathfinder-like, where you roll a 1 for everything. Alright, so. Ding.
I heed the voice of the spirit.
Why is she damaged? That's bizarre.
I stand ready. We march ahead.
So, let's just do that again quickly. Let's try to get as close as we can to the dragon without making any noise. We'll take it by surprise. Grey Boar whispers approvingly. We've crept on this toothy old lizard without her noticing us. It's a pleasure to work with real professionals. Let's get a little closer so we can attack when she least expects it. Devara, the dragon looms over an old elf, her vicious teeth bared in an angry snarl. I recognize his face. This is the storyteller. I know you're in league with those little parasites who wounded me. They sent you to spy on me. They thought I wouldn't crave the crunch of your old bones. Ha, they were wrong. Always had my special liking for the taste of elven flesh. But do I love to play with my food? What can I offer me in exchange for your pathetic life? Perhaps I won't kill you if you manage to impress me. The storyteller is a pale ghost, but he stands strong, doesn't lose his nerve, though his voice trembles slightly as he speaks. A story. Stories are all I have, but some of them are priceless, more valuable than any treasure. Can I offer this to you in payment? Grey Boar, what are we going to do? Let's wait for the right moment to attack. This old man is distracting the monster. He's one tough old fellow. Anyone else would have been shitting bricks by now. He's maybe because he's blind, he just can't see the intimidating size of her teeth. Alright, so what we need to do first
Your heart to me.
is...
I'll watch your back.
First we have to set up the... and then we're going to go ahead and
Anything
cast Heroism on Grey Boar. Heroism on Regil. And that's about all we can do. Then... oh, the haste. Yeah, really.
Hmm? Oh, yes, what?
So was move stealthy away from the dragon? Like, did I not get a second option there? Like, it was just...
Our path leads on.
Time to work.
Retreat is not an option.
You won't survive me. We shall overcome.
The spirits demand your blood!
Hey, don't tell me somebody actually made a saving throw. Yoink. Bravely run away.
Before me.
God, this is galling. The whole everybody fails us to attack thing. 50 rounds of misses. What's her damage reduction? Magic. Is he not... what? Is he not using a magic sword?
For today's sacrifice!
You're in my way.
This one's mine!
Make every strike count.
I literally don't get. Is this not? Is it just broken? I don't get why it's telling me that it's not a magic weapon.
One.
See, again, it's saying reduced. Is he not using that? I don't get what's happening. Ah, okay.
Go for their hearts!
To surrender.
You're irrelevant.
Oh, for God's sakes. I hate that so much. Like, why? Why is it moving over?
I'll cut you wide open.
Press the attack.
The spirits demand your blood.
This is gonna end in tragedy.
Retreat is not an option.
We're just gonna have to reload this. Yeah, I'm looking to scroll up, but man, it's... This is rough. Because she is just absolutely pounding the crap out of us, just keeps breathing fire, and there's not much we can do to stop that.
What's on your mind?
Let's see if this... We can do this ahead of time. Give ourselves something more of an advantage.
Are we ready to move out?
And I just do not get why...
Down. Down.
Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. We've done this interaction already. Actually, I screwed this up. I should have cast the haste first, but whatever. Storyteller... What are we going to do? Let's wait for the right moment to attack. This will menace distracting a monster. Let's got stealth check.
Close ranks.
Let's try that again. Because right now, I don't know that... Right, I've got him using this Armor of Dispersion. Realistically, I don't know that that's... Yeah, like 1 AC is not really all that valuable, but it is valuable on the stealth check.
I'm always open to ideas.
Down. Down.
You're back.
And we'll do this again.
You are my
Now we
favorite
will-
aid.
This. Let's save it there, so we don't have to do that again. This just seems wretchedly difficult. Alright. There we go. I have a peculiar item on me. Its previous owner was quite sinister, so I think you'll appreciate this story. The storyteller produces a small bundle from his bag and opens it to reveal a golden signet ring. As he holds it up in his shaking hands, the old man's voice suddenly changes. His tone grows shrill and angry, making on an exaggerated quality of doing mocking imitation of someone else. Everything in this throne room is so cheap and vulgar. Jamani Alduri knows nothing about luxury. Another sorry provincial excuse for an aristocrat. And yet I still bow my head and smile politely at these sword-wagging half-wits. This poor souls have never known anything more luxurious in their life than this rural parody of a palace. I must convince them I am at their mercy. Ha! Soon they will beg me for mercy, but I'll see that they're given none if my name isn't Tartuccio. And look at these foolish idiots who want to become a baron. What a parade of louts, a whining, bumbling boor, a more beard than face who drones on, an insolent, unwashed wench carrying around a dull gardening tool as her weapon of choice. An undead sadist carrying an endless amount of emotional baggage from her childhood. She's actually all right, to be fair, but as for the infuriating halfling who never shuts up, how long to take these little journey of hers and shove it up her blabbering mouth so she'll choke on it and be quiet? A worthless creature who clings like a limpet to someone far more important, my greatest rival, a dark horse. Well, considering his entire performance dedicated to you, this old elf is out of breath and his diminishing voice becomes hard to discern.
Save the last one for me.
Alright. So that helps not at all. Like, I guess you gotta get all those stealth checks. Some displacement on the front line whackers also could help. Yeah, the problem, can I cast displacement on others? Yes, let me find out. The real problem isn't so much the displacement.
Yes, what?
Oh, I can't cast it on somebody else.
Now.
Yeah, on Wedger.
Orma.
I did not know that. Do I also have... What do I got for scrolls up in here? Use. Visibility is helpful. Actually, yes, let's do that. Because doesn't invisibility give me like a preposterous bonus to my stealth checks? Right. Lead blades on him. I guess can't let blades on him. But I can't hurricane bow. Alright.
Is my line of work.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just used to playing DDO where you can't cast displacement on other characters. Continue. This is going to be really annoying if he fails a stealth check. Continue. Nice. See, this night will be long and bloody. The mercenaries will storm the palace and kill the useless rabble, hopefully starting with my rivals, but they won't touch me, for I possess a token of immunity, the ring from King Aravetti's personal coat of arms. After all, it is I who must lead the expedition into the Stolen Lands, not for the stupid titles of glory. Oh no. Ha, imagine becoming that fool Germani's bootlicker until the end of your life. No, my precious, witless little soldiers will will procure something a lot more valuable than a barony in the middle of nowhere. Something precious is hidden in the stolen lands. A wooden sword created by someone who was truly powerful, nothing like the pathetic scraps of metal worn by these pompous Alduri simpletons. No, it is a true instrument of fate. It's a pity I don't know how to use it myself, but King Aravetti will pay me an obscene amount of money for it. Fortune enough for an eternity of endless debauchery. Not to mention the little bonus he'll give me for Jumandi's venture collapsing like a house of cards. Merely a trifle, really, barely buys you a palace in Absalon. And then... Oh, Callistria, this stinkpot with the sword has started flapping her jaws again. Why can't she just shut up? Her manners are worse than a kobold's. To be careful now, Tartuccio. Don't let anything slip about Jamandi. I hope this loudmouth gets stabbed tonight. The storyteller's voice grows louder and sharper. It's not like you were being kept prisoner. If you don't want to wait, you can always return to the mountains or whatever other place that crawled out from. I especially advise you to do so if you don't know who the Aldori sword lords are. Diane keeps quiet. Finally, she speaks, her voice loud and demanding. How interesting. What happened next? She's thinking she's distracted. Attack now. The deadly silence more frightening than the battle cry. The dwarf drives his weapon deep into the dragon's side just before the dragon's wing, where her scaled hide is weakest. The dragon lets out a deafening roar of pain. Through clenched teeth, Greybor gives a low chuckle. Sweet dreams. So, I'm gonna just wait just a mo. Did I haste everybody already? I did. So then, that was probably ill-considered, but that's the plan I'm making.
I'll cut you wide open!
Retreat is not an option.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Simply business.
Do not hold back.
The spirits demand your blood.
Kneel before me.
So this is how it feels.
You won't survive me.
Oh, that's really frustrating. I don't know what it is I could be doing here.
Yes.
Because she just straight turned everyone inside out. And like,
To the end.
her AC is 37. Like, I don't know
Endure
what I'm
this.
supposed to be doing against her.
Attack!
Great.
Yes.
Press the attack! I refuse to surrender.
Make every strike count.
As long as she insists on
We shall overcome.
attacking Regil, then we're kind of okay.
Es acclaimed. Yes.
Retreat is not an option.
This is not my time yet.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Do not hold back.
Kneel before me.
Failure.
You won't survive me.
I literally have no idea how I'm supposed to finish this. Like I say, it seems like it's very luck dependent. And that's galling to say the least. Because she just hammers out so much damage that there's no way to avoid.
I'll watch your back.
Unless there's like some like combination of spells I'm expected to somehow know. Realistically, like nothing I do at this level is going to prevent her overwhelming amount of fire damage. So I don't know.
Our time has come.
Maybe this, maybe Ray of the Heavens. I don't know.
Anything new?
Are we hasted? We're not hasted. What just happened?
Are we ready to move out?
Godspeed.
Perhaps I should have displaced Greybor instead. Like again, he tags her, but then like nothing happens. She hasn't taken any damage. Like
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'm just trying to spread everybody out so that theoretically they can't get hit with her fire breath. I'm gonna have her. This seemed to work a treat the last time. Just have her pop off some acid arrows from over here. Duck over here.
Simply business.
Wow, I already took a massive amount of damage.
You won't survive me.
I'll cut you wide open.
Retreat is not an option.
So we have an evolving strategy here. Whether or not it's a good one, I don't know.
To the end.
Okay, so that's not helping me. Hold on, where's my abilities? I guess I don't get to channel a mythic moment here. Let's see if this helps.
Just a little more. Strike as one.
Isn't done.
Endure.
The spirits demand your blood.
Kneel before me.
Just the fact that she...
I refuse to surrender.
Okay, I don't know what this does. I think perhaps I'm just not preparing properly. Let's see.
You are today's sacrifice.
This one's mine.
This was unexpected.
Naturally.
Press the attack.
Naturally.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Go for their heart.
Retreat is not an option.
This pain is
There was
excruciating.
Yeah. I'm not sure what what I can do to sort this out any better. I do have that magic arrow. All right. How do I use this? So if I go to him, and I go belt. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'll go true strike.
Oh, yes, what?
I'll do this. Let's hope this is enough. Very frustrating that it takes this long. Still stay quiet. Let's save it again. Great War runs in here. I don't think it matters. I think all dragons see invisible, so we'll see if that makes a difference. But So Lynn, take off point blank shot. Go this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Simply business.
The fact that they just continually miss is a massive problem. Need her to be way over here.
I'll cut you wide open.
Once I finish with you, I will pay visit to your pathetic town and burn Dresden to the ground. Come on. Don't threaten me with a good time. So did he actually use that thing? Is my true strike still up?
You won't survive me.
Can't even see Graybor. There he is.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Retreat is not an option.
Good day. How long have you been at it with this fight? Let me know if not like a one-word hint. I would love a one-word hint because I am not having a great time with this fight right now. This is like the third or fourth time I've done a kick at it. My strategy has evolved and improved, but it seems like it's a whole lot more luck than I'm happy with. Alright, well, I don't care that much about Camilla, so we'll call that a victory. Snowball. Interesting.
Endure this.
Graybor is down for the count, of course he is.
Kneel before me.
I do have snowballs. Wow, holy crap. You are not lying about snowballs.
Make every strike count. This one's mine.
Holy crap. Don't let the dragons get off the ground. She'll set everything on fire. Dude, seriously. Did you not see the BS we just went through?
I will not falter.
We are busted right up. Kill the dragon in her lair. What's going on here? Graybird looks with satisfaction at the surrounding carnage. What a job well done. You can use her head to decorate your tent. I'm going back to Dresden. It's been a pleasure working with you. I think we should continue working together.
I'm ready to offer you my services. As you can guess, a full contract will be more expensive than a one-time job. I think 12,500 gold would be a fair price.
deal.
From now on, you no longer need to worry about someone making an attempt on your life. If anyone tries, I'll send them straight to their grave.
I think it died to a dot. Must have been the acid arrow. Yeah, I did. I slapped an acid arrow on her. Serves her right.
Godspeed.
Demon blood. Okay, that's
Let us
yeah,
press
that's
on.
the exit. Yeah, exactly. All right, but you know what we are gonna get to do, and just in time. First off, we're gonna have a look over and see what's going on. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. And thank you, Z Andor, for coming up with that. Like, I didn't legit never figured that out. I figured ice was good on her, but I didn't think snowball would be the answer of the many things I expected. Snowball was not one. Yeah, I could look at this all day. Serves you right. Why does she not have eyes? Let's talk about this for a minute. Is it just, is that like a world wound thing that... Half of the pair. Whenever two creatures wearing different halves of this pendant are within 10 feet distance of each other, each gets a +2 circumstance bonus on all attack rolls and a +2 circumstance bonus to AC. Okay, great. Where's the other half? Okay, we got some. Yeah, son. Lesser bracers of archery. Some lockpicks, always handy. Potion of lesser restoration, I will take that. Thank you very much. Screenshot. It's true. Can I get a screenshot? Is there a way to get all the, whatchamacallits, the UI off the screen? I can just do it like that.
Our path
Check
leads on.
options. Game. Save settings, tooltips, turn-based mode, combat text, party information, enemy information, dialogue settings, auto pause. Seems to be a lot of options for auto pause. Controls. Party dialogue, action bars. A lot of action bars. Yeah, that's a lot of reading. Okay. Huh. Display. Alright, well, hopefully that printed a screenshot. Now we are going to do what any rational person would do at this point, and that is take the next level. And I believe I have all my points into persuasion and religion. Alright, next. Complete. Everybody else I've just got set to auto level. Or the Godclaw armor training. Just do. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. Hex. Okay. That's interesting. Ameliorating. Shaman can touch a creature to protect it from negative conditions and suppress their effects. The shaman chooses one of the following conditions each time she uses the hex. Dazzle, fatigue, shaken, or sickened. If the target is afflicted with the chosen condition, the condition is suppressed for a number of minutes equal to the shaman's level. Additionally, the shaman grants her target a +4 circumstance bonus on saving throws against effects that are chosen conditions for 24 hours. The creature can benefit from the hex twice in 24 hours, once for each of 2 different conditions. Okay. Interesting. Study target. Cool. Key strike lawful is an archer bonus feat. Alright, so what do we take? Proved critical of longbow? Cool. Nenio. Not sure what's going on with her. Icy prison. Run on the target. Saves takes 1 point of cooldown damage per cast level. Each round is paralyzed or entangled maze. A lot of this stuff would have been handy like 5 minutes ago. Okay. So let's.
A success worthy of praise.
So the magic trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse. It would have irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it.
I will guide
So
us.
these are getting.
A failure is just a step to a success.
Scrawls are impossible to decipher.
This experiment has gone awry.
In an archaic elven script, although the letters themselves are recognizable, and the ancient words are indecipherable, having fallen out of use centuries ago. Okay, let's see what the storyteller has to tell us. Ooh, there's other stuff here. Oh, I missed that. Give me.
Godspeed.
Let's talk to the storyteller. Have you found what I asked of you? Splendid. Let's get out of this place as soon as possible. All the smoke makes it difficult to breathe. We'll meet in Dresden. Okay. Just a quick double check to make sure we didn't miss anything. Wait, what? That's why we always double check.
We march ahead.
Yeah, I got the big chest upstairs.
Can't hide from me.
Interesting.
Our path leads on.
Save the last one for me.
What the hell? Oh, please God, don't be mandrakes. Ugh. Okay, well, they're the mandrakes and not the swarms, mercifully.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Go.
You're in my way.
Is there going to be another one of these things with the just perpetual misses?
You won't survive me.
The spirits demand your blood!
You had your chance.
Like just non-stop misses?
As one.
Endure this!
Victory is worth the pain. The plan went awry. Damn.
Sure did.
This pain is excruciating.
Where is she going? Oh, okay. I don't even know what happened there. So is this going to be just the tower of absurdly overpowered enemies, or?
Hold on. Just a little. Forgive me for this failure.
Make every strike count.
Yeah, you know what? We're not even gonna bother with this. I have no idea what went on there. Like all of a sudden we're just up against plants we can't kill. So yeah, I think we got this. Double check that. Over here. So I can make sure I didn't get any of that.
Godspeed.
This. Talk to him. So I guess perhaps it's the rest of this was supposed to be like maybe an optional area. Hold on. After the fact, I don't know. We're too beat to do anything else.
I hope you keep that spirit of yours under control. I wouldn't want it attacking us in the middle of battle.
There are some forces you can't rein in. Unfortunate, isn't it? But don't worry. My spirit isn't going to betray me.
Alright, so everyone's beat the crap, but we have survived corruption. Of course. I wonder if we can we come back here later? I'm certainly hoping so.
Let us press on.
Let's have a quick look down here and see what's going on.
Take 'em.
I'm gonna do this fight again.
I'm always open to ideas.
We march ahead.
Can't hide from me.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Oh, different.
Mind over muscle.
Fight is not an option.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Do not hold back.
I'll cut you wide open.
Simply business.
God, just missed every single shot. What she can do. Snowball the answer here as well. Let's see if this helps.
Esmo, Axe, yes.
Kneel before me.
What is the... Good and slashing. Interesting.
You won't survive me.
Like, it's absurd that we're having this much trouble with these ridiculous mandragoras. Man, they are 244. What the hell? Maybe we'll just freaking leave and come back later. Oops. Got it. These things are like way, way stronger. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's absurd. All right. I don't know why they have things that strong in the basement. That's just stronger than the stupid dragon. It's ridiculous. All right. And I'm hoping that we can come back here. So we're just gonna leave. So we're already up against it with corruption and everything else. Cannot travel. Nenio carries too much weight. Great. Jeez, for fuck's sakes. Could this possibly be any stupider? Like legit. Yeah, like I don't know what to do because I literally can't do anything to get rid of that corruption. And apparently the restoration is not working to take it away. Maybe. Yeah, this is really frustrating. These are extremely galling. Just let me leave. Like, I just really like to go. It's bad enough we're dealing with already a ton of BS, arbitrary BS, but then this as well. Just give me a break. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go here. And then we're gonna go this way. I can still fight.
You don't want me to fight tired, do you? My speed is quick.
I'll cut you wide open!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Retreat is not an option. Do not hold back.
She can't cast. Of course she can't.
Simply business.
See?
The spirits demand your blood.
You won't survive me. Kneel before me. Strike as one.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Amazing.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Endure this! Hold on, just a little more.
Why is it their archers seem to always have significantly better
Attack!
aim than ours do?
You're in my way.
Make every strike count. Press the attack. We shall overcome.
You are today's sacrifice!
You You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
It's glaives, right? I don't know that Nenio can do anything else. She's so incredibly overloaded. Help not at all. Let's get out of here. I'll grab a couple of these. These are always valuable. Callan above wore in travel robe and a deep hood offers a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an alliance with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish you my part in the greatest struggle. Who are you? The visitor's quiet words sound like the rustling of pages, dry and impersonal. My name is Belg, and I am a Khalid. My lineage dates back to the Sarkonian clans, and the bonds of kinship have always been sacred to my family. When the world opened, my ancestors fled Sarkors, but they did not forget their homeland. Even before the Crusades began, my great-great-grandfather marched in defense of our people. He perished, as they all did. My great-great-grandfather and his eldest sons joined the first crusade. My grandfather joined the second. Our families' warriors have fought in every crusade, and that's why our bloodline is now extinct. They say this crusade will be the last, and so I've come, alone, for there is no one else. Alas, I'm no warrior, but I still wish to be of use to you. Can you plan to help me? His words, devoid of color or emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years, I've been gathering documents on Sarkoris. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan, the clan beset by demons, as its members had dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the world wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from the neighbors, and so the Blackwaters were destroyed. The fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is that thanks to certain ancient maps, I've been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings, and if you happen to find a weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose. What kind of weapon was the Blackwater clan working on? My thoughts on this matter are pure speculation. Perhaps it is a blade that could cut down even a demon lord, or an artifact that could call upon endless hosts of spirits, or a circlet that could reverse the flow of time or erase the planar invaders from reality. The Blackwater clan operated in secrecy to protect their work from spies. Unfortunately, an ever-present concern, and to avoid drawing the demon's attention for the time that was right. You have an odd way of speaking. Pale expression on his face twisted into a poor approximation of an apologetic smile. I am a scholar. I know how to speak through manuscripts and prefer to express my thoughts using my quill instead of my tongue. Social interaction is not my area of expertise, so I ask for your understanding when some rather rudimentary communication skills. I think you'll put your information to good use. Last gift of a brilliant mind. Commander, I've got information that might be of personal interest to you. It's up to you what you do with it. Personal interest? What do you mean? I mean that we're not talking about a military political matter here, but rather a matter of heart. Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such thing that's against circulations. We let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble, and that's usually the case. Recently, my people have noticed social among them, and the gambling seems to have taken an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is. but I know that you're close to him, so maybe you could do something about it. This is an official report, just a tip from a friend. Thank you for the information. Darren looks around, is not exactly sure what he's doing. Commander, how is our crusade doing? Our crusade, we haven't exactly told to join Crusaders. Of course I wasn't thrilled, but in unfavorable circumstances, a man cannot allow himself to wallow in gloom and despondency. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation and change his circumstances as much as possible. I, for instance, am certain that I be able to throw a rip-roaring party even in the crater of an erupting volcano, with my hands tied behind my back. So what brings you to me? Oh, it's just a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the crusade cause. It seems a smart decision to me because that's good for this crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly. Wand of Pox Pustules, Wand of Ray of Sickening. I did have to give the revenue from my estates a good shake-up and send a few couriers scurrying about, but in the end I managed to acquire a couple of decent items. All in all, here's my donation to the crusade and the commander. You must try them out for yourself. I offer these gifts from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, these will come in handy. Commander, I have alarming news. Sir Sire seems to be ill. He is set back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bred Crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please talk to him. It might be time for Sir Sire to step down and hand over the leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He's not a young man anymore. He just must struggle to keep up with his responsibilities. What do you know about Sir Sire's trouble? Just rumors, Commander. They say it's like his mind is somewhere else all the time. He is anxious, but won't say what happened. Sir Sire is respected. When people see him acting strangely, it breeds uncertainty in the ranks. I'll talk to Sir Sire. Man, just... Really, can I go now? Where was my bedroom? Now, as one last hurrah, we're just gonna level everybody up. See what they gave us. Break enchantment, I guess. Next. Major ameliorating. Okay, that's the same as before, but better. Dominate person. Next. That's everybody. That's rest. Dear Lord. Sword Jesus desperately needs a nap.
Leave me alone, Nenio. Please, just give it up already.
But I absolutely must sketch you for my addendum to the encyclopedia. Now remove your clothes.
Thaberdine. You see a Kellett around 50 years old dressed in a doublet that looks older than his owner. Once it may have been expensive, but now it's worn and patched. A scabbardless sword hangs on his belt, covered in a thick layer of rust that looks more like a club. His flushed, swollen face, spongy nose, and dark circles beneath his eyes suggest he is a heavy drinker. When he opens his mouth to speak, your suspicion is confirmed by the stench of stale alcohol in his breath. So you're the commander, huh? It's a little cozy place you've got yourself here. All these walls, polished furniture, solid, commendable. Why, I think I'll give you a medal for this. Medal? You're too kind. Don't mention it. I'm a generous soul, but I'm also fair. I dish out medals and I punish as I please. Who am I? Not just your average citizen. Man groans and straightens up, affecting a proud, noble bearing insofar as his decrepitude allows. You'll be pleased to know that I am Thaberdine Quintissimus Hierophantal, rightful heir to the throne of Iz and Sarkoris. Everyone knows that no king has ever ruled over all Sarkoris, and there is no throne in Iz. How did you know? Have I been to Iz? Have you seen it with your own eyes? You haven't. If you haven't, maybe there was one. My pops used to tell me things about the throne in the palace. It was gold all over and encrusted with all manner of crusted things like diamonds and fire ants, rubies and buboes. Can take care of your eyes off it. That was the kind of thing the throne was, and it's all mine by right. Can you prove your claim to the throne? What do you think you're entitled to? We're simple people, we don't need much. I mean, no, that's not what I meant. We aren't simple people, not simple at all. We need a great deal. A king's palace, a throne, lands, but all that can wait until We take back Is and make all the demons leave. As for now, I wouldn't mind having a king's residence here in Dresden, a place to sleep, and some hot food. That'd be a start. Can you prove your claim to the throne? Of course, we aren't just some swizzles, we have all the evidence. Here, look, he takes out a rusty sword from his belt, shows you the hilt, which features a nearly worn-off gold crest. The grinning animal it depicts almost closely resembles a shabby possum. Here, the royal smilodon is the ancient symbol of the rulers of Sarkoris. It's also got a wart on my chest, in the shape of a crown. Of course, I'm the heir to the throne. And for those who don't believe me, well, they can get lost. That's what I say. Let them go to the Pelurus Fall, where all the kings of Sarkoris are buried. There, my entire family tree has been written in stone. Go and read for yourselves. Pelurus Fall, where's that? Are you deaf or what? You should drink a pine needle infusion. It'll do wonders for your ears and your eyes too. I'm telling you, all the dead Sarkorian kings are in the ground there. Mausoleums, tomb burials, and those whatchamacallits, obelisks, all right? It's all written there about my ancestors and about me too. Just go look and everything will make sense. By every law of the land, I'm king. I see. I see. And soldiers, throw this imposter out of here. All right, and at that, we are going to call it good. I would like to thank everybody who stopped by to watch me agonize through a dragon fight today. We'll be back again bright and early tomorrow morning at 0930 hours. That is 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to play some more DDO. Hope to see you there. And if not, then I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope that wherever you are safe, and we will talk to everyone again soon.